Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Coker. One industry in New Hampshire has a $5.8 billion impact on the New Hampshire economy. What is it? Well, let's take a look. And here it is, New Hampshire colleges and universities. As of 2013, $5.8 billion impact overall, up 19% since 2009. $912 million in spending by 17,800 employees, $300 million in research and development, and $231 million in capital construction. Now, here are the New Hampshire colleges and universities snapshot. 22 colleges and universities, nonprofit in the state. 15,200 degrees awarded in 2014. 51,700 students got $441 million in financial aid, and there are 5 million hours of community service by students. Who put this together? He's sitting right next to me. His name is Tom Horgan. He's president and CEO of the New Hampshire College and University Council. Welcome.
Thanks, Fred.
Nice to have you here. This includes the community colleges as well?
It does include the community colleges.
Okay.
The university system, the community colleges, and 11 private not-for-profit.
Yeah. What's driven that $5.8 billion impact? I mean, that's significant.
So you take the operating budgets of the colleges and universities, their salaries, the benefits, the dollars they give out in scholarships, the tuition dollars that come in, and you take all those numbers together and you do an economic impact factor. We do a very conservative number of 1-to-1, so we just estimate it turns over twice in the economy. And so you see an impact over the years of these institutions are a major industry, a major employer in the state of New Hampshire. And as we're looking to build our workforce of the future, this is the industry that's going to provide that pipeline.
Right. I was interested in the report. You refer to New Hampshire's native-born population. Bachelor's degrees, we rank 24th in the country. In Massachusetts, right below us, ranks #1. What's the implication of that demographic?
So we do a great job in New Hampshire of attracting highly skilled knowledge workers into the state. And so 80% of the people who hold a post-secondary degree who live in New Hampshire are not from New Hampshire and did not go to school in New Hampshire. We actually export a lot of students who go out of state, New Hampshire students who go out of state to go to college, right, because we have high tuition and we don't have any scholarship aid of any significance for students. So we've got to do, in this new economy where, you know, we're at a 50-year low in in-migration of people coming into New Hampshire, we've got to do a better job of educating our New Hampshire residents. Now,
there's some issues facing the higher ed in New Hampshire, higher education, and here they are. Let's look at some facts. And here they are. High school graduation rate is the 4th highest in the U.S. That's good. But college attendance rate is only 24th in the U.S. The K-12 school enrollment is down 13.8% since 2002-03. And only 36% of New Hampshire college students are New Hampshire natives. We just talked about that particular one. These are challenges facing higher ed. I would think, Tom, especially that high school graduation, the K-12 enrollment, rather, and graduation down 13.6%, 8%. That has implications for this economy.
Yeah, the pipeline, as colleges look to the enrollments of the future, they look to the pipeline that's in the K-12 sector. That pipeline is shrinking in New Hampshire and it's shrinking in New England. So the colleges have to look outside not only the state but the region to find enough students to fill the classrooms. But we're also, as I said, we're sending a lot of our students out of state. So we're doing a great job in the K-12 system of graduating students out of high school. We're not doing a particularly good job of encouraging students to go on to college and to stay in New Hampshire to do it.
Now, funding is an issue. It always is. In this session of the legislature, the university system is looking for some restoration of money that was cut several sessions ago. It doesn't look promising. There's a New Hampshire Scholars Program that you and I are involved with that is in 74 of 84 high schools in the state asking for funding, and it looks like that's not going to happen. What is going on with education funding?
So, you know, we're facing a lot of challenges in the state of New Hampshire. The budget is tight, but we've got to make an investment in higher education. We've got to invest in our students. We've got to start looking at scholarship aid to students to lower the cost for them to stay in New Hampshire, go to a New Hampshire institution, and go and work in a New Hampshire business. And right now, we're not doing a very good job at that.
And with that, we are done. Tom Horgan, president of the New Hampshire College and University Council. Thank you.
Thanks.
And if you want to see or miss part of the interview, you can go to WMUR.com, click on News, and then click on Project Economy.